What's up, Matt?
Hey, hey.
Hey there, Mitch.
Welcome, everyone, to coverage of the Superspeedway King Series, sponsored by Over the Top Designs. We are currently at Talladega Superspeedway and racing in the NASCAR Cup cars. Now, the Superspeedway Kings are the best Superspeedway drivers running in the best setups on iRacing. I'm your announcer, Atlee @ManWeese, and joining me tonight, the call, the action, are two experienced iRacers, Joe Wright and Matt Knights. How are y'all doing tonight?
I'm all right, man. I'm excited to see these Superspeedway Kings get back at it again. And like you said, man, some of the fastest Superspeedway guys and some of the fastest setups. Those guys put hours and hours into their setups. So it's going to be exciting to see if they've made any improvements over the last week.
Right, if this is your first ever Super Speedway race, you're going to learn a lot of things from these Super Speedway Kings. Again, best drivers. But this league with all these Super Speedway Kings would not be possible without the race sponsor, Over the Top Designs. If you're in the need of a top-notch custom paint scheme, check out Over the Top Designs on Facebook. These guys, they can create super awesome paint schemes, and I think some drivers out here tonight are running Over the Top Designs paint schemes. We also have an anonymous sponsor that is paying 20 iRacing credits to the winner each week, plus 100 iRacing credits to the champion. And you can get a lot of stuff with iRacing credits, so that's pretty cool that they're doing that.
Yeah, considering a lot of the library costs $11, $12, $14, depending on what you're getting, cars or stuff like that. David Wright, thanks for watching, my brother. He'll be racing with us Friday. Hopefully he gets his new rig in, so that's exciting for me as well. And welcome to the broadcast, Eddie Morris, as well. Eddie Morris is running for the championship tonight in the iOS series, which comes up right after Super Speedway Kings, so stay tuned for that.
It's going to be very exciting to watch. We got only 51 seconds left in practice, and the cool thing about the Super Speedway Kings, as we see a wreck, is that they practice the race, in the racing, like pit stops and all that stuff, during practice. So practice is a time to plan and practice actually the race. So that's pretty cool. That just proves how sophisticated this league is. Now, some of the rules tonight include unlimited tires, 2 quick repairs, and 64% fuel. So over these past few races, we've come to the conclusion that the fuel window is about 28 laps, depending on whether we're at Daytona or Talladega, but it should be around that. Again, we're at Talladega, so we might see some more three-wide racing. Considering the width of the track is a lot wider than Daytona, which we raced at last week. We got qualifying now. Starting to see only 1 lap qualifying. Not going to mean too much. Just to put something like that into perspective, if you look last race at Daytona, Rick Sebrands. He started pretty far away from the front, but he still ended up winning that race. Logan Helton finished 2nd. Gabe Butler finished 3rd. Everett Lane finished 4th. And Charles Johnson finished 5th. So after last race at Daytona, the current point standings here in the Super Speedway Kings, Rick Sebrands jumped up 3 spots after that win, and he is now number 1 in points. Mark Mann dropped 1 and is now 2nd in points. Gabe Butler is 3rd in points. John Stathakos 4th, and Kevin Freeze is 5th in points. So still, it's a lot of people are still in the running for this championship, but let's go ahead now and take a look at the weather tonight. Oh, we got it. There we go. So 65 degrees, 0% humidity, cloudy, 1 miles per hour wind. So perfect racing conditions, especially for a super speedway. It looks like we're having some technical difficulties right now, but hopefully we can get that fixed.
Yeah, currently Tracy Weaver's on top of the board with a 49.37. Everett Lane coming on the outside of first row so far with a 49.46. So 49.37, your pole, Tracy Weaver. That's a pretty hot lap here for a Talladega.
Behind him got Everett Lane, Frank Gramuglia, and Mark Mann in 4th. So still a lot of drivers do need to still qualify.
I think you might have lost your feed there, at man, because right now Daryl Willoughby is in the 4th spot and Kevin Freeze up into 3rd. Actually, Jimmy Crow just took over the 2nd spot as well, so he's got a 49.40. Tony Wright crawls into 7th. Dude Conran up to 5th.
Right, we are experiencing some technical difficulties, so I can see why those results would be inaccurate.
Yep. But I'll keep you up to date, and we'll keep it rolling. Got about a minute 50 left in qualifying here as they work through the technical difficulties on the host side end. Tracy Weaver on the pole right now. Dude Conrad trying to maybe crawl into it. I don't know if he's still just trying to get laps in or not here. It's like he's coming through the tri-oval now. We'll see if this is a counting lap. Nope, he's just testing pit stop. So that's it for him.
Right, because they are going to be doing a lot of that today.
LG Whaley, who we know has been fast throughout the time here at iRacing. He's coming down the back stretch into turns 3 and 4 for his first time lap. See what he can do here as he motors through it in this light blue 99 machine from Fisher Automotive. And it looks like we got our stuff kind of figured out on the host end. Whaley down on the apron. He's going to cross the line.
See where he gets up to.
He's going to roll all the way up to the 8th spot.
Not too bad.
Nice lap for him. And these guys only get one shot at it, so they get one hot lap. Looks like Todd Siebels is now on track as well.
Like we got John Garrett. He participates. I believe he was in the Friday ISSL Superspeedway Series race, so got 2 Intensity Broadcasting universes combined. But here we have Todd Siebels in that 45. See how well he can do.
He's going to run out of time, man.
Right.
5 seconds left here. So no more time for him to do what he needs to do.
It's only 32 of the 43 set a time. We're now gridding for this race.
77 laps of intense action from Talladega Superspeedway. I'm pretty stoked about it.
Go ahead and take a look at the grid for tonight's race. There we go. Tracy Weaver with a 49.370. That put him on the pole. Checkered Flag Motorsports, we got Jimmy Crow Jr. 3rd is Kevin Freeze, and outside of him, we got Dale Willoughby.
In that 5th spot, got Dude Conrad. 6th on the outside, Estel Fields. 7th is going to be Craig White. And 8th, LG Whaley.
We got Everett Lane in 9th. Tony Wright is going to be in 10th. Michael Hauser rounds out the top 11. And then with Fort Worth Screen Motorsports, got John Garrett in that 66, starting 12th.
In the 13th spot, we got Larry Boyle. 14th, Bradley Green. 15th, Darren M. Reeser. Jason Beach is going to be in that 16th spot in the 26 machine.
Then we got 17th is Frank Gramuglia. 18th is Rick Seabrands with Alliance Motorsports. 19th from up north in Canada, we got Dean Wilkinson. And then 20th is Mark Mann, also with Alliance Motorsports. That 21st is Seth Groover. Twin brother Patrick is outside of him. 23rd is James Mayer with Alliance Motorsports. And then 24th is Harold Decker.
And then 25th, we got Randy Miner. 26th, Jay Hilliard. And that 27th spot's going to be David Overstreet. Looked really good in practice, as well as the 28 of Eric Laurie.
29th, we got Noel Coers. 30th is Dave Bingle. Donald Kendrick in that 127 is starting 31st. And then also from the land up north in Canada, we got Don Thompson starting 32nd.
And the 33rd spot, we got John Stathakos. Gabe Butler, 34th, Odd to see him that far back at, man. 35, Ernie Williams Jr., and 36, Michael Loveless.
Then we got 37th is Brent Lee. 38th is David Adamson. 39th, Scott Green. 40th, and then there's only a couple left. So we got Louis Loya. He's fast at times. Todd Siebels. And then Brian Pierce, who's starting last, but most certainly not least.
Yeah, sometimes they'll get some EOLs, and so some guys drop to the rear just because they want to stay out of the fray at the beginning of these races. So some guys may start at the back. And that 41 of Tracy Weaver, though, on the front row. Looks like Jimmy Crow Jr. is going to start on the outside of him. We should look for some 3 wide here. We got Talladega a lot wider than Daytona last week. They kind of kept it nice and calm, 2 wide, but I would say they're probably going to be 3 wide, white knuckle gripping this thing for a while.
Right, again, these are the Super Speedway Kings. Everybody, though, on this track has different strategies coming into this race. We'll see how they all play out. Got Tracy Weaver and Jimmy Crow starting on the front row. And we got Kevin Freese and Dale Willoughby behind them. Remember, the start-finish line is at the end of the tri-oval, which can produce very exciting finishes, but there we go. Pace car pulls down. Into the tri-oval.
These guys are pretty good about holding their pace speed up until about middle of that tri-oval, and you're going to see them get it right here.
And here we go. Green flag is out here at Talladega Super Speedway. Got the 41 jumping out to an early lead, Tracy Weaver.
43 car field for the Super Speedway Kings. Man, these guys do not disappoint. They bring the power and the intensity from day one. They've been awesome. So it's great to see 43 cars still coming out every week and putting on a show here on Intensity Broadcasting. But Tracy Weaver holding that front row down so far. The energy starting to build on that outside line. Jimmy Crow finally getting a little bit of a push from Dude Conrad.
Right, but also we got on that bottom.
Not Dude Conrad. That's the 7 of Dale Willoughby.
But on the bottom, great push by the 25 of Kevin Freese. He's doing a great job giving a boost to that 41 of Tracy Weaver. That's a big part of it. A lot of these drivers are out front because of that push from the person behind them.
Yeah, and with a 43 car field, that man, the place to be is right there up front. As long as you don't make a mistake, you're going to be pretty safe if something bad happens. So, as long as you're not the bad happening, you'll be okay. Out front is the best place to be.
Right, but at the same time, Talladega, making a mistake could definitely cost you. There's a lot of room for mistakes, but again, these are the Super Speedway Kings. But there is...
And look at the paint job of that number 3. That thing is sweet.
Getting Dale Earnhardt Sr. vibes from that.
That's like a 3-tiered car, red, white, and blue, the black, and then like a Wrangler on the front. That's pretty cool looking.
I like it. As it stands, Tracy Weaver has just left the top line in the dust. Oh, we see
I knew that was coming soon. Just a matter of time for that 24 to jump up there, Everett Lane. No stranger to the front of this race. He's going to hopefully get a little help from Dude Conrad. Dude looking up as well. Giving him a little air. Hopefully pulling him along. That's his goal. And then once Everett Lane gets moving, you'll see Dude jump up in front of him, I think, here.
Yep, they're probably coordinating with each other. Yeah, again, look at that. Peeking up there.
Lots of energy from that top line now. They're slowly making their way. They're on that rear quarter panel of the 3 now.
Yep, slowly but surely. But right now, Tracy Weaver still has that lead over them, and we'll see if the top line can continue to make up some ground on the bottom and maybe clear them for the lead.
I think if Dude jumped up there, he might help him out, but he's being real patient. And that's one thing about these guys who are really good at super speedway racing. It's the patience, man.
Right, that's going to be the key thing tonight. You're at Talladega. Patience. It's going to take a lot of patience. Ooh, we got a driver moving up to the very, very high side. Jimmy Crow.
He actually said on the radio, I heard him say, I'm going to go to the back. I don't want to be here right now. So he's pulling the safe move, getting out of line for a minute. Maybe go toward the back. Maybe he didn't like something he saw up front. So.
Right, it does look a teensy bit shaky if you're looking from his perspective, but still an interesting move by Jimmy Crow.
Lots of race left, man. 5 laps of 77, so they're going to be okay. He'll be all right. He'll find his way back up there when he needs to. He seems fast. He had a fast qualifying lap, and I'm sure he's got some teammates throughout the field.
Right. He's with Boot Naka, I believe.
He is. Gabe Butler is one of his guys, so those guys are all really smart super speedway racers. Checking up on the bottom lane they're talking about, so people are starting to stack up on that bottom lane, and you're going to see guys start moving on that outside line, I think, now.
Right, I've been waiting for that next person. After Everett Lane, it's been very quiet on that high side. As you can see, we're just shifting back through all the positions. Whaley, Jason Beach, Don Garrett, Bradley Green.
Looks like our biggest movers of the race are Eric Laurie and Noel Cowers, and actually Randy Minor too, up 10 positions to the 15th spot there.
All right, that's pretty good. We love watching those big movers to see how far they can get up. Because it takes a lot of skill to start in the back and just work your way up to the front, and it can be done. We've seen it plenty of times in NASCAR where drivers start in the way back and are up front in the end.
Well, I think to do it in a group of guys that are this good at super speedway racing, it's a feat in itself to go up 10 positions in such a short time. Now, some of them are probably just hanging out, but when it comes to crunch time, that's when it really matters. Can they make those moves then? But,
oh, here comes the high side. Yeah. Everett Lane. Get a good push from Dale Willoughby.
Dale was shoving him into that corner there as they head through the front stretch. Might see Everett Lane get this here. Looks like he's fading just a little bit. Not going to be enough on that lap, but man, they're going to be there on this next lap for sure.
Right, if we can get some more good pushing from that 7 of Dale Willoughby, I think they might lead this next lap. But the 41 is clear of the 24 as it stands.
You can see the 25 of Kevin Freese not really even leaning on the 41. That bubble of air just keeping him pushed out in front of him. He's not having to lean on him at all yet. Maybe he can't. But right. Nothing going there yet.
Sometimes there are...
Ooh, we got some pit takers already, man.
Already? It looks like Jimmy Crow Jr. and that...
LG Whaley, Michael Hauser, Jason Beach, and John Garrett all.
That's interesting. This early.
I don't know if Jimmy did something weird, but he's on pit road. Oh, he jumped to the pits. Weird. So he actually towed for some reason.
Huh. Yeah, that's weird. I wonder. He finishes in the top 3. We might have to ask him the reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what happened there, but LG Whaley, Tony Wright, Jason Beach, John Garrett. That's a 4-car push if they all get off safe and together. So that'll be okay to stay together here and hopefully stay ahead of the field.
Right, we still need to see if that top line can do anything.
So the race is coming out of turn, what, 2 just now?
It's on the back straightaway right now. And then we're entering 3 and 4. Jimmy Crow Jr. still on pit road.
Yep.
He's been on there for 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Do you think he's retired for the day?
Not sure. So Michael Hauser got out pretty well. Whaley, Tony Wright, Jason Beach, and John Garrett now 4-car push at the back here, trying to catch up to Michael Hauser. And currently they're 31 seconds off the back of the field.
Ooh. Yep, there we go. I see that. There's that 3-car pack that you mentioned. Wonder how they got so far behind from the rest of the field.
Well, that was pit strategy. Those are the 4 that hit pit road.
Got it.
But that 4-car push that they're doing right here is just as fast as those guys on that outside line. So they're not going to be caught if they stay hooked up and run a queue line.
Right. I feel like 4 cars is like the money, or yeah, 4 cars or more is like the money number of cars to have a good, successful push.
Yeah, it feels better, for sure. I mean, these big packs still can get motoring a bit faster, but you're not going to get run down like you would if you were a 2-car push or absolutely by yourself.
Looks like they're making a pass on the 17 machine of Michael Hauser now. They finally caught him. And he's going to drop back into their line.
And so that'll add a 5th car to their push.
Maybe it looks like he's fallen behind, and now John Garrett's fallen behind from those other 3.
Yeah, he might have just backed off a little bit to help pick up that 5th car, and then once they get hooked back up, they'll get caught up. They're still in the draft. They haven't lost it, so they'll be okay.
Ooh, looks like...
It looks like Tony Wright was just getting hot, so they're switching spots. And that's all coordinated by those guys. They're talking about it in the chat, I'm sure, or in their personal team chats. And that they have to do that, man, to keep the pace up. You'll see that 2nd car behind always every couple of laps. So when they start getting a little warm, they'll slide either to the middle like he just did, or all the way to the back. So.
Right, because we've seen a couple times in this series where drivers have stayed behind a car a little bit too long and their engines have blown up.
Meanwhile, the big pack, trying to watch the time here in between them and the back guys. So right now it's 34.98, 35 seconds right now. So we'll see if that pack continues to drive away from those 5 or not.
So here we got...
It looks like they are.
There's the track map. I didn't see them too far away from these other guys. So far, Tracy Weaver has led pretty much this entire race so far, with Everett Lane trying to get up there.
They're like a backstretch in front of the pack, and so yeah, they're losing time to the pack. They're right around 35 seconds right now. So I don't think the pack is actually catching them just yet.
Might be 15 or so more seconds before they catch him.
Now the other guys are gonna have to hit pit road pretty soon too, man. So
That's true.
they're just talking about it. I heard a little. Say that, Matt.
Just 6, just.
Yep, you're right. A group of 6 on pit road.
Interesting. So, like you said,
Looks like Boyle, Reeser, Gamuglia, Wilkinson, Howlett, and Pierce all on pit road. They're all getting off pit road now.
it's gonna be about time before these guys up front start dipping down on the pit road.
You see those 5 that pitted before them. A really good head start on these guys. They're going by him at 190 miles an hour right now through the corner, and those guys are still just getting up to speed, pedaling it on the apron here. So they're actually going to have a pretty decent lead over those guys by the time they get rolling.
You might, if they can get rolling, not before they get too far away. Think they might maybe try to dip in behind and join the draft.
The other thing you got to be concerned about is that's going to help the pack pull toward them too.
Right.
Especially if the pack can swallow those guys up. So the gap from Hauser to Reeser, which is that difference between those 2 packs right now, and the second pack not very organized right now, only 2-car push behind them, is 2 seconds. So they're about to lose that draft to that small pack in front of them. Once you hit about 2.5 seconds, there's nothing left of a pull. I mean, there was minor at 1.5 seconds, so at 2 seconds, it's gone. So
Looks like we're getting a little bit of a run on that high side, Everett Lane. Ooh. All right, that was pretty good. He couldn't quite get clear of Tracy Weaver.
and they're going to be coming up on a lap car here, the 57 machine.
All right, he's probably most likely going to go high.
Brian Pierce. Yeah, he'll stay high for them.
And he's got a lot more room to do so. If this was at Daytona, it'd be not quite, I mean, it'd be a little bit harder than it is here, but.
Starting to see the lead pack now single file up. Looks like a lot of guys are looking to pit road. I'm not hearing any chatter. How about you, Matt?
Not a word. Radio is pretty quiet right now.
Yep.
Everybody's concentrated, or concentrating, I'm sure. Because it does take...
That gap between the 2 little packs up in front now closing down to 1.7. So they're actually picking up speed, that second pack is, and once they catch those guys in front of them, man, those guys will be a force to be reckoned with, and they're actually going to be losing speed on track to these guys behind them, or winning, I guess, because now these guys are all single filed on the bottom here.
The look on the bottom, with this cam, it shows you how there's only a few cars left. They're making a big long line right now, as they are, like you said, getting ready for pits.
This could be one of the most dangerous things in iRacing right here, man. Entering pit road with that many cars. It depends on who goes and who doesn't.
So
a lot of guys asking about who's pitting when, and nobody's answering. We were just deciding.
Oh, here we go.
We got a couple takers.
Don Thompson, Estel Fields, Randy Miner. Oh, somebody hit a cone.
Yep, 2 of them. One hit the inside wall as well, man.
Ooh, that not good. Could definitely get them off pace from the others.
So Estel Fields is the one that locked it up. The 38 hit the inside wall.
Ouch.
38 would be, let's see here. David Bingle smacking the inside wall.
That's not, yep, it is very hard to go from, let's see, what's the top speed that we've been at? 224 by Eric Laurie. Hard to go from 224 miles per hour all the way down to like 60 as we got the rest.
Oh, wow. This is a gaggle coming in right here. This can get wild. I hear somebody wrecking already.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Here's
looks like Laurie, maybe? Yep, Eric Laurie.
Yep, there we go. Here he is. He's
wall.
spinning around. He finally gets it back going. still no cars. Harold, oh, we got more people going on to pit road. Actually, no. As all this huge gaggle of cars is exiting, as they're about to become lap cars, as here comes the leaders. Like, pretty much everybody's now off of pit road.
Yep, and here comes those two packs now around the outside of them, man. We go back to the live action. Down the middle of the back stretch, we got some guys. The guys that went in early are now your leaders. They just passed the 25, and now the rest of the field is on pit road. So LG Whaley is technically the new leader when he comes around.
Right, in that bright baby blue number 99 car. Somebody from that pack, I believe, dipped down. So it's just now 4-car pack of leaders. Yeah, I think they're going to be able to lap. There we go. Passing everybody.
This is really going to spread out a lot of these guys. Those guys are on the apron right now. Not really a shot of catching those guys that are passing them.
Right, it's going to take a caution, or I guess we're going to have to wait until the next pits. Like Michael Hauser's on pit road. That was the car that broke down.
And I think the green flag pit stops at super speedways are A, exciting, B, treacherous, but also make for some really interesting racing. Sometimes you got to find a guy that's not your teammate and work with him because he's the only guy around you that you can push.
Right, and that can be hard sometimes. Oh, we got a big pack forming behind these 4.
Yeah, that pack needs to get single filed up so they can get caught back up to those 4. I think they're within reaching distance now of them.
Leading that pack is Kevin Freeze, Dale Willoughby, Duke Conrad, Patrick Groover, just to name a few. And they are tracking them down. We also got a lap car up in front of all of them.
And you'll see those guys on the bottom line when they get there, they have a choice. They either go high or they lift because they get such a great run during the draft. But those guys on the outside, they don't got to do anything. They just got to stay in it. They're going to see that energy continue on through the pack all the way toward the front. That 17 car.
He's going to jump down in.
Yeah, he's going to go a lap down. He's a lap down now, but he's going to jump into the middle of the pack there.
So that's going to give more momentum. There they go by the 46 machine of Brent Lee.
Well, that 46 and him are now racing for that lucky dog because you just never know when that's going to happen. He's got to keep that in mind, get that lucky dog, and get back on that lead lap if there is a caution here.
Right, so far it's been a clean race, but you never know, like you said, when that caution is going to come out, so you got to be prepared.
We also have at least one more pit stop, I believe. Yeah, at least one more. Maybe 2.
It depends on what everybody's strategies are. We also got a top line forming. And then there's another pack all the way back there. You can see it far in the distance. Who's the leader of that high side? Oh, we got another lap car coming up here. It's the 29 machine. Can't find exactly who that is, but he's either now a lap down or multiple laps down. No, that's the 033 of Bradley Green. He's probably going to jump in with all these other guys.
Not sure what happened to Seth Groover.
Patrick Groover's out there, but like you're right, I have not seen Seth Groover all race.
Well, he just hit pit road and it says he jumped to pits. And I don't know if he's disconnected. He did disconnect, so.
Ooh.
Not sure if something was going on or what happened there.
Now it's only one of the Groover brothers. Patrick Groover is out there now. It'd be hard for them to work together now if one of them is missing. And here comes that high line, the 34 of Darren M. Razor. Comes. We got that onboard cam. This is exactly what Darren M. Razor is seeing on his setup right now. Whether it's a wheel or like a rig or virtual reality.
So if you jumped into iRacing right now on a single monitor, that's what you would see right there. That's what they get to see. Now you can change your view forward and aft, but you cannot do the third-person view like you do in NASCAR Heat. Here at iRacing, it's all about the simulating that real life and that real feel.
Right, NASCAR Heat has got, like you said, the third person, and that's not realistic.
It's like that view.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one.
This is exactly what it looks like.
And it's just not the same.
I prefer it over third person view.
I do too. I like the realism of it.
Right, and once you start doing it, like if you switch from this view right here over to onboard, you'll get used to it.
Yeah, you can feel the car. You can see the rotation in the corner. You know, it starts to
Right.
feel like you're actually doing it. Especially in VR. I don't know. How do you like that quest, man?
I have not done iRacing with it yet.
What? Oh man, I'm gonna have to get you in there.
I have fallen in love
Ooh,
with Beat
and those
Saber.
guys are hitting pit road again.
Ooh. So those
Whaley
are
Beach, right?
yep, those
66
four.
machine.
Those four. So now the 34 takes the lead from the high side down
Garrett.
below.
So Beach, right, Garrett, and Whaley on pit road. Looks like they all got in pretty well. Some guys locked them up.
I think that guy who locked it up was Whaley. Well, a bunch of drivers, more drivers going to pit road.
And they only took left side tires there. So I wonder if they took rights on the first one, but left sides only for these guys.
Tires
And all
are
four of them get out nice. No, they're not important, but if you took 4 man by accident, it would cost you time on track because the amount of
true.
fuel they have in it is so low.
yeah, only 64% fuel. We got Darren M. Razor continues to be the leader.
So this time, Whaley, Wright, Beach, they came out 18 seconds off the pack-ish.
Yeah.
20 seconds off the pack. I think 34 was the seconds last time, so see how well this goes for them.
It's not gonna be. So they go down right now, so it's not gonna be maybe 16
Right
more
near-
laps until these guys up front go down there. So far, it's just been very clean racing. I mean,
So Whaley, Beach, Wright, and Garrett hit pit road on lap 9.
Got it.
Then they did a stint of 22. So they're doing it opposite. So their last pit stop is going to be earlier than everybody else's, but they'll be able to go to the end. The rest of them are going to pit late with only about, if they're doing their calculation right, 9 laps to go.
Ooh. Actually pretty smart.
Yeah, so they're staying out of that gaggle you saw that can cause big wrecks.
Right. I mean, everybody here at these super speedway races have different strategies.
That assumes there's no caution comes out.
Right,
Correct.
we're still awaiting that. We have been caution-free so far.
And as the crash announcer, my job has been pretty easy.
And the cautions here at Talladega, I mean, with these kind of guys, they're hard to come by. I mean, I think within on the last 10 laps, you might see a little more craziness.
We got
But
a
here comes
4.
Jimmy Crow.
Yep. Jimmy Crow.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was Darren
No,
Reeser.
Razor.
Larry
Jimmy Crow's
Boyle,
on pit.
Wilkinson, Gramuglia, and Michael Howlett on pit road.
The no pucker moments entering onto pit road.
Yeah, just 4 of them that time. I think 4 or 5.
That's going to be another 4 to 5 card pack out on the track.
Just like last time. So those are the guys that were chasing him last time, I think.
See how they fare getting back up. And now that puts Kevin Freeze in the lead.
Looks like Reeser might have got a little speeding. He's being held on pit road for 32 seconds now.
Yeah, you can't afford a penalty at these super speedways, so that's going to hurt him a little bit.
Yep. To 50 seconds. And now he's rolling, so yep, that's what it was. 30-second penalty for speeding on pit road.
Ooh. But, I mean, it's very hard to come down from, like, 216 miles per hour all the way to 60.
It is. I mean, he started that downshift and that slowdown way back, so I'm not sure. He must have got caught real close. It must have been real close on entry, so. Kevin Freeze now leading it with Dale Willoughby pushing him, though.
Right, then we got that lap car, the 17 of Michael Hauser, who, if a caution comes out, is going to get that lucky dog. And there's Eric Laurie. There. Roll. Conrad. Then there's that high side with Everett Lane up there. And looks like the 12, a lot of cars now going onto pit road.
Conrad 101, Kevin Freeze, Laurie locking it up again. He's got some brake bias issues, man. He gets sideways getting in there. Gabe Butler's in. That's a Gruber brother as well. Patrick Gruber.
Now that puts Everett Lane as the leader. He goes down to the bottom. We got the 91 up top, Bernie Williams Jr. And oh, 7 of Dale Willoughby now goes down. And 1 other car as well.
And that pack with Dude Conrad and them are on the apron. And those 2 packs that pitted early just passed by them on the outside.
Okay.
Conrad looks like he's got to hang on to the back here, maybe. Ooh, a little scatter up there at the front. of that pack, the LG Whaley pack. They're 3 wide right now, man.
Ooh, that's good. All right, so there we go. So we got LG Whaley, 26, and then Garrett. Whoa, this is...
They're working it out.
Yeah. Oops,
All right, they worked that out.
somebody goes down to the apron.
Everett Lane still the leader of the race with Ernie Williams Jr. behind him and Craig White in that sweet, sweet ride in the 3rd spot. Couple of lap cars in between them, though.
There we go. Yeah, they're catching up to some lap cars. See how they handle
Well, the
that.
042 is already a lap down as well. Estel Fields there from his little incident on entering pit road.
Still, Michael Hauser is the first car not on the lead lap. We're still waiting for that caution. Well,
You better not jinx them. They'll be mad at you.
oh,
Got some guys starting to slow down a little bit here. I think the couple of leaders, or a couple of cars from this lead pack, is going to hit pit road here. They're spreading out a little bit.
see. Yep, there we go.
It's 4 more on the pit road.
Lane's-
Everett Lane gets on good. Estel Fields locking it up a little bit.
Now Craig White is the leader. In that 3 car, he's catching up to Estel Fields, who is about to go.
Estel Fields on pit road, man.
Okay.
That's the 17 of
Michael Hauser, who he's
now
back.
technically on his lead lap. Yep,
He's on the lead lap.
by 10 inches.
Right. But I don't know if the 3 car is going to pass him, because he might A, go in this time, or just use him as, there we
Yep,
go,
there
he
he
goes
is.
down on the pit road, and we got the 9 car. And Mark Mann ends up now taking the lead. Oh, going through the grass is the 3 of Craig White.
Was there contact there, man?
I'm not sure. You can look at a replay.
I think he just locked it up and lost it.
Yeah, it didn't look like anyone hit him.
So, yeah, looks like, yeah, here's when he enters onto pit road right here. Proves how hard it is, especially at a super speedway, but could be his brake bias.
For the 3rd night in a row, man, I'm going to say it. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Yeah, that's a good thing to go by, but there we go. So he heads on pit lane and just locks the brakes up.
What a save, though. I mean, that could have been a lot worse for him.
That is true.
And now our leaders are on pit road. Our actual leaders that were on track are on pit road.
All right. Yep. Mark Mann, Rick Seabrands, James Mayer. So now the cycle.
Everett Lane takes over the lead.
Mark Mann's gonna try to get off before them, but yep, there they go, right by him. Everett Lane is the new leader.
The pack is still big enough. They might be able to stay with the pack at least. So that's
Right, move up and just join them. Got the 042 of Larry Boyle behind Everett Lane. Oh no, that's the 042 of Estel Fields. He's lap down, or more than 2 laps down, but they're up front. The 99 up top, LG Whaley.
Looks like Estel might be dedicated to helping out Everett now. I don't know if they're teammates or not, but and that 99 on the outside, he's coming. They got a head of steam with that pack they've been working with all race. Those 4 on the outside are a set. They've been the guys that have been pitting together.
Mm-hmm. There we go. The 66 of John Garrett moves down to the bottom. So does the 26, which leaves LG Whaley hanging up there.
Well, LG's going to get in. They're trying to do the fuel strategy, so they're gonna get in there. They're gonna lift as much as they can. They're gonna stretch this thing out, and then they're gonna go in for their last pit stop at man. They're not gonna have to pit again.
Got it. There goes the 91 and the 01 of Ernie Williams Jr. and Patrick Groover. Both are up there. No Coors. And like car drop down onto pit road. Oh, I'm not sure who that is. Still holding strong is Everett Lane. Last race he led the most laps with 42. And I wouldn't be surprised if he leads the most laps tonight as well.
Yeah, but as you know, it's because you lead them all doesn't mean you win them all.
That is true. Rick Seabrands, who won last race, only led 4. I believe for the final 4. Keep in mind this race has been caution-free so far.
We haven't really seen that intensity yet from these guys. I think they're just trying to get to that last 10 laps, and it's going to go buck wild. We're going to see 3 wide for sure. People are going to be taking chances they haven't taken all race.
Right. This has been very conservative racing.
Conservative, sort of. I mean, like, yeah. It's not like they haven't been pushing on each other. There's a lot of respect amongst each other out there.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
What you need.
They're also being patient, which is good. But there hasn't been any 3 wide, nor pretty much no 2 wide this entire race.
Well, there's some 2 wide now. You got a little foursome group packing up there on the outside line.
Right, that 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. is leading that pack.
And he's got Patrick Groover right behind him. And then the 15 machine of Noel Cower is starting to help out as well.
Only 3 cars, though. I think we might need a few more to jump up there if they really want to get it going.
I think they're all trying to get to this last pit stop before they call it a day.
Hard part for them is if they're up there, they're going to need to get down to the ball. Caution!
Caution is out. Brian Pierce went off track, it seems. You might want to look for the 07, right, Matt?
I missed it completely. I'm looking.
All right, so here's where the accident happened right here. So watch that 57 of Brian Pierce. Running on the bottom, out to cross the finish line. And his car just starts to drift towards the yellow. Oh, there we go. The 07 and the 38 into the wall. Boom, that they make contact with Pierce.
Yeah, it looks like the 07 thought he might have been clear and was trying to get up with the 38 and those guys and just didn't time it or whatever correctly and clips the front end of the 38 there.
Yep. Oh, could have been some net code there.
Yeah, but I mean, the 38 was moving to the right trying to stay out of his way, but it kept going up.
That one more time.
All right, so that's going to shake it up, man.
That is
and
true.
like we said,
Changes everything.
it is about to get crazy in here.
There we go. All the people are piling on the pit road. Their final stop. And they're going to be able to go for the rest of the race. But, oh, yep, there we go. Into the wall. Right into that 127. Then 57.
And then they collect the 57, yeah.
But
I don't know if the 57 gets into the inner wall or not. He looks like he saves it, so that's good. Just a little bit of damage for him.
Here we go. Everybody makes it off of pit road. Whoa! And the person who wins the race off of pit road is Randy Minor.
That's not how I have it.
Oh, no. No Coers.
I have Everett Lane as the leader right now.
All right, yep. Now, there we go. Everett Lane is the new leader. And that caution changes everything.
Yep. All the fuel strategy and all that goes out the window. Now it's a 25-lap shootout. Who's got the fastest car? Who can push the best? Who can work together the best? And we're about to see some three-wide intense action for the rest of this race. And Matt, you're about to be busy, buddy. Get ready.
I'm on it.
Gotta keep in mind the best setups on iRacing. Best super speedway setups, at least.
I'm ready for some pucker moments. I don't think there's going to be any lifting.
I don't think so either. And I still think whenever we have a pucker moment, we got to have like a Matt Knight's picture where he's like looking back at you like, uh-oh.
Let's see what I can do.
Thanks. I need you to send that over to me. I'll implement that ASAP.
Pucker moment.
A pucker moment brought to you by Matt Knights.
Like there's 4 cars waiting to go back onto the lead lap. $17 and then other guys.
I've been lost trying to figure out Everett Lane's paint job. I don't know if that's rust or what's going on. I think that's what it is. I think it's rust on the front of
Where
it.
at?
Like on the front of it looks like rust.
Oh, hold on. Let me look at that. Let's get
I think. I don't know. Either that or it's a bunch of different things that I just don't understand.
Well, the front is just like black and stuff.
Brown?
What? Oh,
Like
there's
the
some
brown
brown
stuff.
right there. That just so it's black and then switches over to brown. Whoa, that's
I
different.
don't know.
But lights on the pace car are off, which means we're gonna be going back green this time. Bye.
We had some other guys that hit pit road there, and now they're trying to catch up to the field, I believe.
We'll
Or
probably
maybe
be
they were
able
they were the wave rounds. But they're gonna need to hit pit road if they can. I don't know how that works. I don't think they can actually. I think the pit roads would be closed for them here.
to. Don't want to get that penalty.
Well, they're probably gonna hope for another caution, right? So they can
Right.
hit the road and get that gas.
Cautions have been hard to come by this race. This is only the first one of the night.
Eddie Morris says the barn find scheme. I don't know what that is either. Eddie.
The what?
I think he's talking about Everett's Or it's Scheme, Barn Find. Oh, probably from Forza when you find the rusted cars. Maybe.
All right, so pace car is in. And we should be going back green pretty soon.
And they're rolling.
Yep, green flag is back out here at Talladega. And we're side by side for the lead, with the 24 of Everett Lane having the nose. And he clears the 28. The 28's going to fit in like a puzzle piece into the bottom line. And that now puts the 101 as the leader of the high side. And we do have less than 25 to go. 23 to be exact. About to be 22 when they cross the line.
Comes that outside line, man. We got 4 cars already. The 101 of Randy Miner leading that line right now.
Right, and I wouldn't be surprised if maybe the
Somebody
15...
did a little island hop, though. They left him.
Ooh.
So maybe if that 101 finds a spot, he might see him swoop in there, but 4 cars now.
I wouldn't be surprised if maybe the 73 or the 15 or 28 might go up there.
Yeah, a lot more cars behind them. You got Whaley way on the outside looking for that 3rd line now.
Right,
a hole. 101 found a hole, though. He's going to stick his nose in there. Maybe he's going to stay. Maybe he's not. He doesn't know. He's going down low.
Yep. 101 now moves to the bottom, which means...
Randy Miner up 20 positions. Hey, look at that 4th spot, plus 36 positions from Michael Howlett. That's our top mover of the race, man. That's a heck of a feat.
I'd say.
3 wide.
Oh, yeah, it's 3 wide
Whaley back there. Yep. That outside line gets a run, man. It's really hard not to want to do it. Look at him go.
Here. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of 3 wide racing coming up soon.
Any of these guys that get a really good run on that 2nd line, they're going to jump up there. They see the speed Whaley's carrying. He's beating the inside, the middle line. He's beating them around the outside.
Wow, yeah, look at that right there. LG Whaley.
He showed speed all night.
Nice.
26 machine now, Jason Beach, which he was one of their partners as well that's been pitting with him.
And Whaley's now going to move to the middle.
It's going to cost Whaley. He just broke up his teams there.
Right.
LG might do a little lift in here and let his guys on the outside by. That's one way to get your teammates back in front of you. I don't know if he does that kind of stuff or not. It's kind of a unwritten rule of things you shouldn't do. I saw a car blow up, I think.
Oh.
Did you see that, Matt?
No, I did not.
3
Maybe
wide
it was
right
just,
now.
it might have just been a
Could have been a blinker.
yeah, blinker. Yep. But Whaley holding down that middle lane now. He's getting the business. Man, he was all out of whack from the 07 there.
Moving around a lot. Oh, and here they come. They're now side by side with the leader. And LG Whaley has the nose.
Watch that 3rd line led by Tony Wright. That's all LG's guys there on the outside line, those 2 there. I don't know who the 3rd car, the 707 or 007.
007. David Adamson. See if anybody else jumps up there.
David Adamson didn't like the look of it. He backed out of it. He's like, nope, not my cup of tea. I'm going to go back here. But LG now, he's at the point.
He cleared Everett
middle.
Lane, but then Everett Lane comes back.
But you know what, man? I'm with LG on this one. I think holding that middle line is where the speed is coming through the tri-oval. So I think I want to stay in that middle line. Everybody assumes you need to get down. You don't have to. The 07 got warm. He's going to jump up high. He didn't want to blow it up. Yep, he just said over the radio he's getting hot.
I wish that's a good move for him. Could cost him. Hopefully he can jump back in line with the others. Not fall too behind.
John Stathakos now leaning on Whaley.
With that 08, he can give him a good push.
Should be able to. That 28's got to be getting hot behind Everett Lane after all that hard pushing they've been doing down here.
Right. Might see him move up.
We got another line forming on that third line. Way in the back.
Oh! The 08 jumps
Somebody
out.
blew up.
08 blew up.
Wow.
Ow.
He had just started pushing.
They're
What a
jumping
great
up.
move by him, being able to jump up and get out of the way.
Oh, we got a car. Yep, there you go. He's smoking. Hopefully he can make it to pit road okay.
He said he doesn't think he's going to be able to.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
And we talked about it before they went back green, man. These guys are going to push it for all it's worth right now.
Right.
And he said he had just started pushing too, so that just tells you he was the third car in line for a while. He was still not getting air to that radiator. You got to pay attention to that the entire time out here, even in the third spot. Maybe he had it taped up a little too much too, that man.
Right, we talked about that last race. Of course, it can make the car faster, but at the same time, definitely heats it up.
Here comes Whaley.
Back again. Still Everett Lane with the nose.
Getting a push from that 80. Is that an 88?
It is the 88 of, I believe, Jay Hilliard.
Yep, Jay Hilliard. Call it the 2088.
Right, trading paints. Made it so it's 88 on the track, 20 on the ticker.
Custom number. It's a cool looking paint scheme though. I like the blue rims.
Right, we saw somebody else with blue rims last night. So Joe, you really like blue rims.
Mm-hmm. You can see that pinch there by Whaley. He's given a little left side side draft there on the lower cars through the corner, hopefully pulling them back to him so they can get the run down the straightaway. And we should see it here again. He's gonna pinch down a little bit on that rear end of Everett Lane.
Here you can see his front nose peeking from Boyle's onboard cam.
But he lost his draft behind him. So sometimes what happens when you're on that outside line, that guy behind you gets a little nervous with the guys next to him. And so you don't keep your momentum going if you start pinching like that. And that's why Josh and I work so well together, because we know what each other's trying to do. We talk about it. We find a way. It looks like the 88's getting a little warm. He's starting to peek his nose out to the right, get some air to that radiator.
They don't want to blow up like we've so far seen two drivers blow up. And a few get hot and have to bail. Ooh, got very close to the 15 was LG Whaley. Alright, here they come. They're getting a good run as we enter 1 and 2. Here we're side by side. We'll see what happens. We're nearing 10 to go. Ooh, somebody got
Ooh, I heard one in the wall.
Yep.
Or
Saw somebody get loose on the apron.
About 9 cars involved.
It starts with the 8 of Dude Conrad at man.
All right, we'll get him. All right. All right, so now show you the replay. Watch Dude Conrad moves down, makes contact with the 45.
You can start seeing his tire trail at man as he enters the corner. I think he just got loose
Ooh,
on entry there.
we've seen that before. And then it collects a bunch of cars. The 45, the 1. Somebody's flipping. Eric Laurie. 43. Now, caution came out. Everett Lane was the leader. You guys going on to the pits, most likely because of being involved in that last accident. Go Donald Kendrick, Kevin Fries, Louis Loya, Dude Conrad, Todd Siebels, Michael Hauser, David Overstreet, Brent Lee, all onto pits. Looks like somebody got their lap back. I believe that was Estel Fields that went back onto the lead lap.
All right, man, we're going to have about 8 laps to go when we go green here.
Right, and it's going to be a short little shootout for these drivers, and it's going to be pretty intense. Maybe some 3-wide action up front.
We already had LG go around the outside and take himself to the front there. Definitely fell back to the third.
Right, that's okay. It's going to be starting on the bottom. We restart. Just doing a little flyby of the field. See where everybody's at. Ernie Williams, Dale Willoughby, Randy Miner. I believe this time by lights on the pace car will go off. We still have people running the Get Well Soon Jimmy Crow Sr. cars. So continue to pray for him. Last race was dedicated to Jimmy Crow Sr. So there we go. Lights on the pace car have gone off. We're getting set to go back green. front row. We got Everett Lane, Larry Boyle. Then we got behind them LG Whaley and Noel Coers.
Sorry, I'm listening to radio chatter. And I think Everett's talking. Is that Everett talking, Matt?
It's Donald talking with him.
Okay,
Donald Kendrick.
gotcha. He was talking to LG, talking about LG, and I got something up your sleeve here.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do starting on the bottom behind Everett Lane.
It kind of reminded you of Days of Thunder there. We got those special tires.
Reminds me of one of our old buddies, Monty Noyes. He used to run with these guys too. He would say stuff like that during the race. I know you got something up your sleeve, Joe. So that's pretty cool. LG, Everett Lane, the 28, Larry Boyle, Noel Cowers, Mustangs in.
Right, here we go. Top fours, 2 Fords, 2 Chevys. I don't know why I said that, but it's just something to keep in mind. All right, here we go. And we are back green here with 8 to go here at Talladega. Clear of Larry Boyle is Everett Lane. And the 99 of LG Whaley moves up to the high side. And there we go. We're seeing a resurgence of the high side as soon as that happened.
There's your something up your sleeve right there. He waited until he was clear, and now he's to that outside line. He's got the 28 giving him a shove.
Yep, that's what it was. Something simple like that could get you the win. It looks like Everett Lane is clear of the 99 now. There we go.
Third lane foreman.
Got there. Oh yeah, I see that. We'll see if anybody else jumps up there with the 4 car of Rick Seabrands.
We saw Rick do it last week. See what Rick can do from the outside line again this week.
He led the final 4 laps of the race, and we're about to be 6 to go, so don't look now. Rick Seabrands in the 4.
It's weird that he drives the 4 too. The closer.
Right, we'll see if he can close out this race with the win. Make it 2 in a row. We have not seen that all
Tony
season.
Wright jumped up in front of him.
Like the 26, they're lapping.
They're gonna not follow him though. They saw the wrinkled back end of that 21 machine. They don't want nothing to do with it.
Right, damage can definitely hurt the draft a little bit. Somebody got some damage.
Now the 7 goes high. 7 and the 25.
Man, don't look now with that 3rd line coming. But
Will it be in freeze? They're flying.
5 to go. There they go.
1 on the apron.
Sure
He
who
was
that
able
was.
to merge. He was able to merge back. We're getting a full line of 3 wide or 3 wide now. Got 4 cars coming on the outside line.
There they come.
About to get busy at the front, man.
Next time by, it's going to
That
be 4 to
momentum.
go.
Seabrand jumps up now too.
Here they come. 4 to go. Now, here comes LG Whaley with the run. He's got the nose now. Then 24 on the bottom. Everett Lane.
Man, these guys are so good. I love it. Here they come on the outside, though, with that 7 machine of Dale Willoughby. He is flying.
Yeah, it's crazy how consistently they've been 3 wide and no accident. I mean, if this was any other league, they'd be wrecking.
You can hear from the urgency in their voices that they barely want to talk. That's how white knuckle grip they are tight on the wheel. It doesn't look like it from our standpoint here in the booth, but man, I'll tell you what, they're moving all around. They're fighting that wheel. They're making sure they're not getting into each other because you want to be able to move around when you're out there. But when you're 3 wide, you got a little bit of error on either side of you.
Right. And especially for that middle car, because you're in a race car sandwich, and if you move up, you'll hit someone, and then you ricochet off the other. That happens plenty.
Yeah, all 4 corners you have to watch.
Yeah, here comes a run with Dale Willoughby. Ooh, 88 gets almost down on the apron.
It is go time. It's going to start getting a little bit tighter and tighter as this keeps going on. You can see guys really starting to pinch on that outside line just a little bit more, just a little bit more. The inside line now pinching the low line.
And 1 to go. And by over the top designs.
2 to go.
Oh no, 2 to go.
Don't do a Dustin Dean to me, all right?
Yeah, that was...
3 wide down the backstretch they go. A lap and a half left in this monster of a race.
Here we go.
Who is it gonna be? Can Willoughby make it happen on the outside line? That second line's kind of broke up there in that 4th spot.
Right.
The 73 machine that gives him a little hole. I don't know if that's going to hurt him or save him, but man.
Oh no! They make contact!
Look out.
Yellow is out before the stripe bat, man.
They
so
didn't
we're going to have a
make it.
green-white.
They didn't make it 1 lap to go, so caution's going to come out, and we're going to have a green-white checkered.
Wow.
Check out this
That
wreck.
was as close as you. That's as close as you can get to making it to the white flag.
All right. The replay. So watch that 73 of Michael Howlett. So looks like the 21 gets into or maybe lets off and then makes contact with the 73. They get into the 13 and then the 13 moves up into the 04 of Mark Mann. That collects Kevin Fries, Tracy Weaver, the 48. Got the Groover. 042 of Estel Fields, the 3. 007.
That is the big one.
Yeah, that's the biggest wreck of the night.
Or 45, I'm sorry. I think we could probably do better if we say who didn't get involved in that one, man.
Right.
And that's those guys at the front. Everett Lane, Jay Hilliard, LG Whaley, Dale Willoughby. They got through it.
Now, Joe, that's the group that pitted first, wasn't it?
Some of them were, yeah. LG Whaley was one of them. I don't think any of the other guys in that top 8 were with him. Tony Wright was too, the 10th place guy, the 21. And he's got some rear end damage he could probably stand to get fixed.
Right, just going quickly, pull in before the lead.
Him and Rick Seabrands, both Seabrands has a little bit from that too. But the problem with that is you give up that track position to all these guys behind you. And so that's where they're staying out there.
There goes the 88 on the bottom. I think they might be getting their lap back. Oh no, that's Jay Hilliard.
That's that 20 machine. Jay Hilliard, he's in second.
And new leader Everett Lane as he passes the pace car. Pace car is invisible. Back to Everett Lane has the nose. One day you could spin out the pace car. That'd be pretty cool. What other additions could they add? Animals on the track. That'd be cool. It's a common occurrence in NASCAR. I believe this time by lights on the pace car will go off. Yep. We're going to go back green for the first green-white checkered of the night. So starting on the front row, it's going to be Everett Lane, LG Whaley, and then Jay Hilliard and Dale Willoughby. Ooh. Yo. They still need to get themselves, they're like in front of the pace car and everything. They get themselves together. Or they go back green. We go. There we go. Pace car goes on to pit road.
Green, white checker. Here we go.
Yep, this is going to be the best super speedway racing so far tonight with this green, white checker. Maybe some 3-wide action, who knows? Right. Green is out here at Talladega for this green, white checkered. Now 2 to go. Everett Lane having the nose, but here comes LG Whaley on the top.
And they're already 3 wide at the back of the pack. They're trying to make moves.
That's what you got to do if you want to win here at Talladega. Got to make those moves.
Whaley got a 5-car push where the inside line's only got a 4-car. Wonder if that's going to help him or hurt him. We'll see.
I don't know. They've now got a 2-car lead. The bottom does.
Yep.
Few drivers are moving up to the middle.
It's going to be a wild finish. LG Whaley's going to end up behind the 88 or the 91, pushing them to the finish here. White flags coming out in a second.
Yeah, what are these guys going to do?
I don't know. That energy on that outside line is really starting to pick up. This is the last lap.
Right, they're starting to get up there to the 88, but I don't know.
Here comes the 15 to help him. He's going way outside by himself.
Whoa! Whaley into the wall. takes out Willoughby, and oh, it's just these 3 cars right here. Everett Lane, Jay Hilliard, Ernie Williams Jr.
Oh, Tony right
And
into the
oh,
wall.
Everett Lane goes down onto the apron. And Jay Hilliard goes by.
What happened to Everett Lane?
I don't know. Ran out of fuel, maybe?
Yes, he ran out of fuel.
Wow. Everett Lane runs out of fuel, and Patrick Groover wins the race. Rick Sebring
Wild
second, Jay
finish.
Hilliard third.
Fuel was not even on my radar during that.
Right, I didn't think that was because after that pit stop, I thought they were going to be good for the rest of the race. But
Let's
look,
go back and take a look at that whole sequence there, coming up through 3 and 4.
so then the 88 and the 91 make contact with each other. And here comes Patrick Groover through it all. There's Hilliard getting back onto the track. But Patrick Groover goes by. And then where does Rick Sebrands come into this thing?
So the 88 says he ran out of gas too and was jumping to the right, try to get out of the way.
Right, and he blocks the 91. 91 tries to do something. A final prayer, but no. The 88 takes third. What a finish here. A fuel mileage finish at Talladega. Not what I was expecting. And look, Patrick Groover doing some burnouts. What a race.
And we've seen Patrick Groover win a lot of these things, buddy.
That is true.
Or at least come in second. Him and his twin brother Seth, man.
Right, but this race, Seth did not start the race.
Oh, is that what happened?
I believe so, or something weird happened. We might talk about that in the interview, but let's look at the results. So, with a 5/10 lead over Rick Sebrands, Patrick Groover wins tonight at Talladega. Rick Sebrands with Alliance Motorsports finishes second. Jay Hilliard third. Ernie Williams Jr. fourth. Then rounding out your top 5 was Michael Howlett. Harold Deckard finishes 6th. Tracy Weaver 7th. Then we have David Adamson. 9th was Noel Coers. And then rounding out your top 10 is Gabe Butler. 11th, Jason Beach. Finishing 12th was Bradley Green. 13th, Donald Kendrick. 14th was Dale Willoughby. Then finishing 15th was Mark Mann. Rounding out your top 16, Dude Conrad. 17th is Frank Gramuglia. 18th is Josh Mayer. Then you got 19th, Louis Loya. Rounding out top 20 is Everett Lane. 21st is Randy Minor. We've got 22nd through 25th is Darren M. Razor, Estel Fields, Eric Laurie, Craig White finishes in that 25th spot. Todd Siebel's 26th, LG Whaley 27th, Tony Wright finishes 28th, Brian Pierce 29th, Dean Wilkinson 30th, Larry Boyle 31st. Then we got 32nd is John Stathakos, 33rd, Scott Green. Finishing 34th was David Overstreet, and then rounding out your top 35 is Michael Loveless. They got 36th is Kevin Freeze. 37th is Brett Lee. 38th is Michael Hauser. 39th, John Garrett. Then 40th is Dave Bingle. 41st is Don Thompson. And then Seth Groover only participated in 12 laps. And then Jimmy Crow only participated in 9 laps. So we're going to do a quick break with the Intensity promo video, and then we'll be back with the interviews. We're just waiting for some people to get into the waiting room. all.
All right, Jay Hilliard. It's Joe and Atlee in the booth. You got us.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing great. You're doing better though, coming home third. Tell me about it.
It was a pretty exciting race, right? So we're running around in the back of the 20. I think we qualified 25th or 6th, and just kind of holding on and just waiting for the last few laps. And started 22nd after that second pit stop. Overshot the pits a little bit, and then that middle line was working. I mean, Patrick and I were talking about it earlier, and it was running really well. You could dictate how much air you could get, really really run close and side draft on the bottom, for the bottom cars, and it worked out good. And I was able to move and get on up there into 5th place, and then I thought we had a good shot of winning, and then the last caution come out, and that kind of I knew I was going to be close to running out, and I did on the last lap, but still fortunate to bring home a 3rd place, so that was good. It was much needed. We've had a couple of bad races the past couple of races, and it feels good to finish up in where we should be finishing.
Yeah, it's a great job, great finish. Man, fuel strategy we knew was going to be an issue throughout the race, and some guys all on different strategies. Man, the gaggles of cars going onto pit road. Were you in any of the bigger groups, or were you with your teammates?
Yeah, we were in the bigger group. The first time we were in a small group, but the second time I was in a bigger group, and then we come in again, and everybody topped off because we knew might as well. You're starting back in 22nd, 23rd, for that second stint. So we was like, okay, well, let's just go back in and top off, and that was the deciding factor there. That really helped.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Do you have anybody you would like to thank?
No, I just want to thank the guys at TW Motorsports, for just enjoying it, and thanks to Jimmy and all the prayers and so forth go to his dad, JD, and I appreciate you guys broadcasting for us, and look forward to next week.
Absolutely, Jay. Take care, and hopefully we'll talk to you again next week in the top 3 again.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Take care.
All right. Second place, Rick Seabrands. This is Joe and Atlee Booth. You got us.
Yeah, 10-4.
So, Rick, you're running that outside line. I thought you were going to stay out there, and then you get caught up in that wreck. Came out with the green white checker. You got a little damage on the back, but did that hurt you coming to the line there or no?
Yeah, we was the Yeti Alliance Motorsports Yeti Camaro was kind of hurt after that. We're extremely fortunate to finish second here tonight, getting center punched like that. I mean, Kevin's a tremendous pusher, man, and he was working so hard to keep that 7 car up there, and it just finally gave way. And when it did, man, it went, and we had just enough room to get out of the way, and just all chaos broke out behind us, man. Super fortunate to be in the right place at the right time, because that's all that was. And yeah, feels good to bring home a second tonight.
Yeah, fuel strategy played a big role. Were you in like any of the bigger packs or the smaller packs, and what was your strategy coming into this fuel wise?
Well, we were going to stretch it out there because credit to Jimmy and the rooms that he puts up here with this league, man. To come out here with a 43 car field and get a 51 lap green flag run to start out this race, it can't be understated just how impressive that is and how awesome and all these drivers are out there to be able to do that. And once we got that feel that this was going to be a green flag run, we just kind of settled in there and start thinking about saving as much as we can, and maybe get them on fuel strategy there a little bit. But we got that green white checkered at the end, and I knew we were going to be really close, and we just didn't know how close everybody in front of us was. And then coming out of 3 and 4, everybody started sputtering and going every which way but loose. Man, I feel awful for Ernie. He got kind of caught up in something. He was in front of us, and yeah, Patrick shot by us. I didn't even know if he was going to make it, man. That was a pretty crazy finish.
Yeah, it was an awesome finish, and fuel definitely played a part in how that ending definitely turned out. And so you win last week, you come in this week, you come home second. So hopefully we'll talk to you again next week. You got any sponsors or friends or family or teams that you want to thank?
Yeah, we'd just like to thank you guys for the broadcast, all the fans at home watching, my Alliance Motorsports teammates, Jim and Mark, who worked great together tonight, and Jimmy Crow, especially for putting this on and putting this great group of drivers together.
Awesome. Congratulations. We'll talk to you again next week, hopefully.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, Patrick Groover, you got Joe and Atlee in the booth. You got us?
Yep.
All right, Pat. So I'm getting kind of frustrated watching you win all these super speedways. Nah, I'm just joking. Congratulations, man. What a win. What a way to win it too. These guys running out of gas in front of you. How'd you feel about it?
Oh man, it was a crazy way to win it, that's for sure. Yeah, it looked like I don't know who all ran out, but a couple people must have ran out of fuel, and then they were banging doors for the win there, and I just took advantage of it, and I was, there at the right place at the right time, and yeah, it was fun.
Right, I don't know how many times we used the word fuel in this broadcast, but for you, were you in any of the bigger or smaller packs throughout this race, and what was your strategy fuel-wise coming into this race?
Yeah, I kind of just played it by ear. With the speedway racing, you never know when there's going to be a caution, and we were on strategy. I was with a couple of teammates there, but then cautions came out late, and so I was involved in one of the cautions earlier, and so I just kept topping off on fuel, and yeah, fuel wise, I just topped off at the end there, and so I was good on fuel.
Gotcha. Hey, just a side note, what happened with your brother? We saw he was part of the grid and then didn't start the race.
Yeah, no, he had internet issues, so
Okay.
yeah, he ended up he just ended up blinking out, and he just ended up 3 laps down and just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I gotcha. All right, cool. Well, congratulations, Patrick. Any sponsors, friends, family, things of that nature you want to thank before?
Yeah. Thanks, Jimmy, for putting this on, and I know his dad's not doing too well, so prayers to his dad, and all my teammates, and yep. Well, thank you guys for broadcasting.
Yeah, man, awesome job again tonight, and we'll see you on track next week. Hopefully, running for another win.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yep.
That is going to be it tonight with the Super Speedway Kings. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to watch the coverage tonight of the Super Speedway Kings series, sponsored by Over the Top Designs. If you haven't already, please make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. It would be greatly appreciated. And stay on your feet and stay on your device, because coming up real soon is going to be the championship for the iRacing Oval Series. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be very exciting. I know, Joe, you're ready for that.
Oh, man. Brian Nudie, Isaiah Gill, Eddie Morris, and Dustin Dean. Winner takes all for the championship in that iRacing Ovals Cup Series. I'm stoked for it. I can't wait to get over there, actually.
So stay tuned for that, and hopefully we'll see you there. I'm Atlee Atman Weiss. Thank you for watching. Over and out.